Nisuenga ba sakantikon Meghalaya News 24 channel onar mchaksoa. Tani koborang de. Meghalaya adoko education ya abako nambata gadangonar angingon. Meghalaya ni skurung minister konat ki sangma sombar salo. Adok ni skangapa institution Captain Williamson Sangma State University ko oprakyo nangaha. Yesomayo Speaker Thomas A. Sangma Deputy Chief Ministers nabalang dahar baksana kepenang ba bakar angaha. Wandaki ya adokni University ko Meghalaya ko matni on chingpa gacham skurung Minister Captain Williamson Sangma ko mandir ani chin gata batharia ha. Aganani gitade ye Technical University ko tharina hajalgani chisa bulsionin chanchi samsowe donsoa ha. Aru ya chanchiani ko hajalgani kogrukani bulsio apal dapata ha. Nakyong ingon yano technical aru non-technical discipline rang badongen ya University ko rukna sorkari thangka crore chidok point sotsku dok ko jakkhala ha. Aru ya University of student rang undergraduate aru postgraduate ko forena mangen. Nake ya adokni University ko khuliani mungsa nabatani de nehuni ngong ingpa college ranggata yano de common university entrance test ba CUET ko sena nangjawa ha. Wasan oige ja ya University ni vice chancellor Professor Vasanti Vijay Kumar ya University o namgpa education ko na research ka anirang ko dakna manchi sowe student rang ni dalruru namruru wana kham kana khangkhari khani gaman aga nanga ha. Meghalaya Games ni theme song Niyam Bet Napang aru Ukyang mascot ko Sports Minister Shaklir Wajiri oprakyo nanga ha. Wanagi ya ba singate ba oprakyo nani ko Sports Minister District Library Auditorium Mintong Jowayo takanga ha. Aru ya somayo MLA MUDA Chairman Wailat Miki Shila Meghalaya State Olympic Association Dulgappa John Karsing Finally Pariat Matsyudor Warnongbri baksana gapanang ba bakra anga ha. Aga Khan Academy's Talent Identification Program Meghalaya ni sungadam lokadam biaprangko nambatatna kham khagang khuinga aru ye kham khaanio wamang student rangko ba thari inga nakyong ingon ye bulsi Tura Shillong Jowai Nongstein aru Nongpo ni sakpri student rangko seoka ha wandagi ye academy ko hajalgani bulsio namerake abasinga taha aru yano sports arts baksana jatni dakar kani ko bodolgurke chatote niani program rangba donga wasan oigeja ye academy ni admissions dean Arjun Puri ni agana ni gittade wamangi academy student rangko nambata gadangona radona kham khainga aru yano scholarship rangba donga ani agana nga ha.
We tend to take 4 students every cycle because our investment is significantly higher, because if you look at the scholarship value, it's almost 1 crore per child. So the child joins us in grade 6 and stays with us until he or she graduates in grade 12. So we work very closely with the state government Department of Education, of course, and we conduct these assessments. They shortlist almost 400 to 500 students. So from that, 4 of these students make it to the academy. So we have 8 right now, and we've just committed to coming back again in October and taking 4 more or maybe 5 more depending on performance. So that will take the number up to 12. So that investment then almost becomes close to 12 crores from our side in the state.
It actually benefited me a lot. It helped me to reach out to other places where my family cannot take me or cannot help me to get to these places. It also helped me to learn a bit more about India and how it works. Also, I learn ways to be confident in myself, not really rely more on my parents or someone who's lived with me. So it benefited me a lot.
My name is Jefferson Paryong and I'm an old student. They taught us about the IB curriculum. They took English tests, which made us look into our mistakes, like how we speak, how we write. And the teachers are very helpful. The students welcomed us in a very kind way.
Meghalaya ni Education Department adokni ski giparangko anthangni phal gupan mandiko kham khana watani ko changphengna Teacher Information Management System Attendance Application ko chakhalinga aru ye system ko batangaman bulsion adokni dengthang mangpata school rango abachinga taha wannake School Education and Literacy and State Project Director IAS Swapnil Thembe yenik nikani rangko namatna kham kha ani gaman aga nangaha. Uni aga nani gitadi Adogos kigiparang ni antangni phal gipun mandiko kham khana watani obosarang ungkhatahani gaman yarangko changpingna aro thik ongi attendance ko rana gitta TIMS app ko ba launch ka aha ni pharakataha. Ndaki ongingon ye app ko jakhalani chi Reangapa Bilsini November or December Jarango de Nambatani Kunakanaga Manaha.
Of course, so this press conference is about Aga Khan. So, but anyway, since you have asked, I'll briefly say that we have already issued a very strong order against proxy teachers, and in fact, for the last 1 year, if you are following this TIMS app we had launched, which basically all teachers have to give attendance, and it has to be validated by the principal, and it's geofencing. So the teachers has to be there in the school. So I think when I joined, this was around 9%, 8%. Last year, November, December, we were getting like 80 to 90% teacher attendance. And we have identified some cases where these complaints have come of proxy teachers. We have taken action accordingly. And of course, in a state where many of the schools are situated in such remote locations, sometimes it's very difficult, but yeah, we are acting on that.
Meghalaya Adok, school dropout rate ni bidungo, ba schoolo tongsana pe chusok gijani rang bangbat regrgani bidungo, ye obustarang ko namatna kamarang ko kainga. Wanagi ya kam kagaparang uni gesade, Eclavia Model Residential School rang ko kulio nani nonginga. Daki yung ingon, Hazalgani Kogragatam, Kograbri Bulsioniko, SDG Index ko niat kinchimode, Meghalaya Adokon, Schoolo Tongsana pe yung katkaparang bangbata, Aruwa, Class 9 aru 10 ni bisarang bata ani, SEMAM ni Director, IAS Swapnil Thembe aganangaha. Wasan o agija yanik nikani ba obosarang ko namatpul na, Education Department Batangaman Sumayrango Kam Kagija Dongingapa Residential School Ranko ba Kam Kataipilingaha, Aru Eclavia Model Residential School ko, Class 6 only 12 wana Kulio Ningaha.
Dropouts, there are many reasons. We have done a survey. The major reason is access to schools, because we have, if you see, there are 9,000 LP schools. Out of the 14,000 schools in a small state like Meghalaya, 9,000 are LP. If you combine with UP, like 12,000 are elementary schools. Only 1,000 are secondary schools, and only 400 and around 20 are higher secondary schools. So you can see the first problem is access. So for that, we are trying to revive many residential schools which were made earlier but not functional. So we have made a society to look into that. We are also happy to share that the state has received approval for 38 EMRS, which are the Eklavya Model Residential Schools. So those will be a game changer, because those are like class 6 to class 12 residential models like JNV. So if they are started in all the blocks, all the children can go there. So that is a big step, and we are trying to upgrade all the, as much as we can, the UP school to secondary and secondary to higher secondary in a phase-wise manner. And of course, those who don't want, but there is another very interesting thing that many students find that it's not interesting to be in the school. So for them, and they want to work and they want to acquire some skill and all. So for that, we have introduced this NIOS. Earlier, there were only 25 centers, but we have signed a MOU with NIOS, and then now there are 51 centers. So at least they can get their class 10, class 12 by appearing in these exams, and they can apply for future like IGNOU or for graduation, open distance and all that. So these are few steps. This is a very complicated thing, and maybe we can talk sometimes separately, because this I wanted to be exclusively, the limelight should not fix for today's topic, which is the Aga Khan Academy and the children. Thank you.
Dali Koborang de Yarangsan, Koborang ni gaman nambate winas kinchmode, Meghalaya News 24.com on ikon hinagata man yen, Sakantiko ni Sohanina Matela.